Capital in Sacramento, getting ready for the Warriors and Kings on a Saturday night. Warrior basketball presented by Cricket Wireless. The Warriors coming in at 6-0. The Kings 1-5. Both teams played last night. The Warriors beating Denver and Sacramento losing to Houston. Our Xfinity starting lineup: Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes, Draymond Green, and Festus Ezeli. No Andrew Bogut tonight. Rajon Rondo, James Anderson, Rudy Gay, Quincy Acy, and Kosta Koufos. No DeMarcus Cousins for Sacramento.
Well, Bob, this is the fifth different lineup in 6 games for this club. So now it's the 7th game, 5 different lineups.
Quincy Acy hadn't played a minute all season, and now he's starting a game.
Yeah.
But the Kings have improved offensively under George Karl, but they're not stopping people. On the other end, James Harden went for 43 last night.
Well, their opponents are shooting 50% from the field. That's an awesome number for the opponent.
So John Goldberg going to retap this. The crew chief tossing it back up. Here we go. So John Goldberg, with Matt Bowen and Kevin Scott to blow the whistles tonight. Rudy Gay bringing out the first shot and out of bounds. It's still Kings ball. We will come to Sleep Train one more time, Jim. It's the final year of this building.
Well, thank Kevin Johnson for that and the people of Sacramento.
Koufos with the high runner. Ezeli bothered that. Draymond knocking it away. Beautiful dish inside, and Festus laying it in.
He is getting so many opportunities, point blank range, because of the Warriors passing.
Rudy Gay striking a 3. This Kings team, 6th in the league from beyond the arc, and so they have some capable three-point shooters.
Yeah, Rudy Gay is now approaching 40% on the year from three-point range.
The backdoor anticipation, a little miscommunication with Draymond and Steph.
Well, Draymond will get the turnover, but there's a little rule with the Warriors. Once you start to make a cut, keep going. Stephen stopped on that, and he fooled his teammate.
So Rondo coming over from Dallas as a free agent. Koufos from Memphis as a free agent. Gay missing there. Steph had that knocked away. Still Warrior ball. You know, I credit the league, Jim, where they have really looked at the schedule. They tried to eliminate 4 and 5 nights. They've tried to minimize back-to-backs, but they also have done a good job on what you call advantage games. Not having a team rest while the other team played the night before. Both these teams played the night before, and then they play tonight. That's fair.
Well, it's a very difficult task to try to schedule it that way every time. So that's not going to be the nature of it all the time, but take advantage when you can.
Yeah.
Like you say, then there's no give take. Just do it. Acy's starting because he's a good defender, by the way, Bob.
Festus saved a turnover. Shot clock at 7. Ezeli on Koufos. Kind of squirted out of his hands on the way up. And the Warriors will still maintain possession with 2.6 to shoot.
Ezeli was at point blank range there. Rudy didn't have to use that board. I thought he would put it up there softly. He works on that jump hook an awful lot.
Draymond to beat the shot clock, and that's an air ball. Acy didn't want the 3. Rondo has been doing that, even in championship fashion in Boston.
9 years there with the Celtics.
Trying to restart his career. Did not end well in Dallas.
Not at all. 27th pick back in 06 by Phoenix, traded to Boston. Never played for Phoenix. Great interior pass.
Kings defensively are doing a nice job in the first couple minutes of this game. Ezeli jumper. George Karl saying, Ezeli wants to shoot 18-footers. We've done our job.
Gay's going to be aggressive. You can see it already in the early going.
Draymond, what a rebound. Took it with one hand.
3 seconds.
Harrison Barnes. Steph Curry batted it forward, but Rondo will track it down. Warrior shot selection has not been great. Anderson, the former 20th pick of San Antonio.
Finally waived and re-signed by San Antonio.
Yep.
It's kicked around a little bit.
Steph Curry. The Warrior ball movement that we talked about is becoming one shot and a hoist from distance. Hoofus making the Warriors pay. So a rare, rough beginning. Warriors have opened every game this season with great first quarters. Zealy having that swatted away.
Good rebound inside. Little crab dribble trying to get some space. But then, as I said, you get Quincy Acey in there. Excellent defender, good shot blocker.
Harrison Barnes, and I was just about to ask, did Bill Russell show up in this game? Because the Warriors are hoisting threes as if there's some anchor defensive center. A couple more passes, you could score inside of the Kings. Jim said it, opponents are shooting 50% against Sacramento. Foul on the drive, it'll be on the pass. Start settling for outside shots without moving the ball. That's the easy way out. And the Warriors are 2 of 10.
The Kings have not been a 500 team in 10 years. 05-06, last time they were above 500. Did a lot of offseason moving around. Nick Stauskas is no longer here. But the injuries, when they lose Cousins, they lose their best player.
Harrison Barnes in a foot race. And missed the layup.
He did a great job of hanging and letting Gay go by, just couldn't complete it.
Anderson, it slipped right to Koufos. What a block by Ezeli, and here come the Warriors. And Draymond will get to the line.
Left-handed hook, didn't really elevate on it. Easy for Festus to clean up.
Draymond Green nearly the triple-double last night. And he has opened this season in tremendous fashion, shooting threes, playing great defense. The assist total last night was ridiculous. And he and Steph led the team in assists. Throwing lobs to Festus, knocking down a couple free throws.
18 assists between them.
Rondo, and Koufos had nowhere to go. Festus was there. Shot clock at 5. Anderson weaving. Draymond played him well. Going to be a 24-second violation as the Warriors continue. Draymond and Bogut have a chemistry. Draymond and Ezeli have a chemistry. The defensive 4-5 on how they cover for each other and send people to the shot blocker. It's fun to watch.
Well, they have the same DNA. They like to play defense.
Yeah.
There's the similarity. That's all you need. They feast on that. That's the second time Draymond has anticipated someone to continue cutting to the basket.
George Karl, most wins among active head coaches.
You see him sitting high, kind of like Phil Jackson used to in that high chair. Most of his practices he sits, by the way.
Rondo's not going to settle for jumpers, so Warriors are playing him to attack. Shot clock at 1 again. And Koufos beat the buzzer, but another Warrior stop.
Well, this is not an offensive-minded Sacramento team on the floor, let's face it.
Harrison missing the 3. The Warriors are scuffling shooting the ball. 2 of 12. 0 for 5 on threes. That's the kind of passing that should yield you good shots.
He put it on the floor and got him into trouble.
Kings touched it last. You know, one of the worst shooting nights of the year a year ago was the Warriors in this building, the season opening game, where both teams were under 40%. And this game is starting off just like that. Midway through the first, it's 7-6 for the Kings on top.
Welcome back to Sleep Train Arena. The Warriors trail the Kings by 1. I spoke with Steph Curry's wife, Aisha, about what this Steph versus Seth Curry matchup means to their family, and she said it reminded them a lot of when they played against each other in college. She had house-divided jerseys made, with one half saying Davidson, the other half saying Duke. Well, she said coming into tonight's matchup, her daughter Riley would probably root for Seth, and she would root for Steph. And the reason why? Well, Riley just loves her uncle. And she said that this proximity of the two teams has been beneficial for both brothers. She's already had Seth over for dinner twice, and she and Steph have visited Seth in Sacramento to play video games. They like Guitar Hero. Bob?
Well, there's no one prouder that Seth has a guaranteed deal and he's in the league than Steph, the older brother. And there's no one that enjoyed the MVP run more than the younger brother, Seth, and had so many of the playoff games with Dell and Sonia and Aisha. It's just a great family, and the brothers are very close. And so to see them both in the NBA, obviously Warrior fans know Seth Curry was terrific with the Santa Cruz Warriors. And he also tore it up at Erie in the D-League, and he was the best player in Summer League. You knew he was going to land with somebody.
Well, we know he can shoot. So they brought in Bellinelli now. Just
It's AC. Tough take inside.
I did the math here, Bob. The starters for the Warriors tonight average 85 points a game. The starters for the Kings average 42. The 5-on-5 that we just saw initially with Sacramento in the lead. It's an anomaly.
Hey, Thompson had a good look. And Azili. Okay, we've had multiple missed layups. The Warriors are 0 for 6 on threes. A team that scored 40 in the first quarter last night has 6 in 7 minutes. And you don't see the best offensive team in the game struggle like this. Rudy Gay broke up that lob. Rondo challenge there. Draymond Green will pick up the foul off the ball.
We talked about Rondo and the problems in Dallas. Last year he averaged 9 points a game. The first time he ever was in single-digit scoring since his rookie year when he averaged a little over 6 with Boston. Twice he's averaged 13-7. He's never scored more than that in any one year. Not a big scorer, certainly not an outside shooter.
We saw the 7th pick in the draft last night, and Emmanuel Mudiay, Willie Cauley-Stein, the 6th pick in the draft. Out of Kentucky is checked in. Marco Bellinelli as well. Klay Thompson blocked that shot, and Bellinelli unable to put the follow in. Along the baseline, there's Azili there one more time. Andre Iguodala's first playing time. Willie Cauley-Stein fouling Azili, and hopefully everybody's all right as the bodies crash to the floor.
So you got Rondo, spent 2 years at Kentucky. DeMarcus Cousins, 1 year at Kentucky. And Willie Cauley-Stein. He's going to get a lot of minutes this year, by the way.
Live wire defensive athlete that just needs a lot more experience.
Well, with DeMarcus Cousins out, he's getting a chance.
Festus dropping in the free throw. Tonight's game and all the CSN Bay Area games are streamed live on NBC Sports Live Extra for your mobile phone or tablet. Stream the Warriors on the go.
A little over 40% so far with Festus Ezeli from the line. And I'm going to go back to Rondo. You know what he shot from the line last year? Just a little under 40, Bob.
Yeah, you know what he's shooting this year? Under 40 again.
I know.
He's falling off the face of the earth free throw wise.
Crazy.
Sean Livingston's first playing time. And Draymond with a steal. And the ricochet went to Azili, and finally something rattles in for the Warriors. As ugly as the offense has been, the defense has been beautiful. Limiting Sacramento to 9 points. Steph knocking that out of bounds. And former King Jason Thompson checks in.
Checking into the game for the Golden State Warriors, number 1, Jason Thompson.
Played more games than anyone in the Sacramento Kings era of the franchise history. And he was part of that big trade to Philly. As you mentioned, Jim, bodies being moved out of the way, so they have free agent money.
That's what Rondo does there. They've got to take that away. That right hand, he can drive it. So they don't go to Spates early at the 5 position. They go to Jason Thompson. Kind of a smart move, because a lot of times guys have big games against the team that they had previously played for. We'll see how that works out.
Shot clock at 7. Thompson rattling that out, but he batted it to Steph Curry. And look what I found, layup.
And will they give him an assist? Looked like a controlled tap.
And Elliott terminated the dribble. Post up AC on Livingston. AC will draw the foul.
Tough to foul a guy on a jump hook. Just let's see if he can earn it. He hadn't scored in just a few minutes of action in one game prior to tonight.
2:48 remaining in the first. Neither team very offensive. With 2:48 remaining in the first, Bob Fitzgerald, Jim Barnett, Rosgold Onwude with you in Sacramento. Our McDonald's true story. Since 2013-14, the best road team in the NBA, the Golden State Warriors. And that is a great list to be on, because winning on the road in the NBA is incredibly difficult. And you have a better road record than the Spurs over that period of time. That is saying something.
And that includes the season of 2013-14. That is impressive, the last 2 years.
And back-to-backs. You strive for a 500 record, usually on the second game of back-to-backs. To be 15-4 is ridiculously good.
How about this? The Warriors are shooting 21%. They've missed all 6 threes. And the score is tied at 11.
Mentioned that Quincy Acy, who had come over from Toronto, had yet to play a minute in the Kings season, yet he started tonight. And as Jim aptly pointed out, it was just strictly for defense. George Karl did not want the Warriors to get off to some crazy offensive start. And so far, so good for the Kings.
It's all about defense.
And attention paid to Steph Curry. Draymond missing that 3. The Warriors are the best three-point shooting team, but to be 0 of 7 on threes and not take this Kings defense to task is missing a big opportunity.
Well, sometimes you take what the defense gives you, and let's face it, when you're a team that's been shooting 42% from three-point range, you're going to take those. I mean,
No doubt.
Last night, they made 17 threes. So they're going to shoot them. As well they should.
Bellinelli just lost that on the way up. Those are the better threes. Penetrate and then kick out rather than just squeeze off an early shot. And Livingston and Iguodala were on the same page. Where Rondo's going, that's always to the rim. Jason Thompson getting it up and in. Caron Butler, another free agent signing, playing with Rondo, Omri Caspi, Marco Bellinelli, and Willie Cauley-Stein. Livingston, Iguodala, Steph Curry, Jason Thompson, and Draymond Green. Caspi, pocket pick. Iguodala to a running Livingston.
Perfectly done. Took it all away. One lone defender. He did not allow anyone else to catch up, make it 2-on-2, and a bounce pass was nice.
16-5 Warrior run. Finding their sea legs a little bit offensively. Ron Butler missing, and Jason Thompson Good box out.
He can still sky.
Steph Curry. And a rare slow beginning for the MVP. 1 for 4.
He's just not feeling it. A little out of rhythm.
Rondo.
Nice play. Get the rookie involved. There's the double team. Backs it up.
Deflected out of bounds to Warrior ball. Yeah, if you're Willie Cauley-Stein, you say the first couple months of the season, just stay around the rim and those threes. Penetrate and kick out.
Beautiful left-handed bounce pass from Andre Iguodala. Right on the money. Timing impeccable.
Luke Walton called Iguodala the coach's safety blanket.
Caspi here for the second time around.
10-second game clock, shot clock difference. Winding down this first quarter. Livingston knocking it away. Another 2-on-1. Drop it back, and Iguodala finishing.
The good teams cash in on breaks when you've got a 3-on-2, when you've got a 2-on-1. And you have to execute that, and they're doing it.
That's the shot you want to yield for Rondo. 9 points off turnovers. That fueled the Warriors in the waning moments of the first quarter. They finish on an 18-7 run. They've made the 1-3, but the defense always travels. And after the first 12 minutes, it's the Warriors with the 6-point lead. Beginning in the second quarter with the Warrior lead at 6, Jason Thompson with Harrison Barnes, Leandro Barbosa, Sean Livingston, and Andre Iguodala.
Well, when they came in, they changed the tempo of the game. And particularly Iguodala and Livingston, they play similar games. They don't look to take a lot of shots themselves. They like to push the ball up, see what they get. They're very unselfish in the open court, both of them.
That's why Luke Walton said last night, he said, we're watching Andre's minutes, but he's just the coach's safety blanket. He always does the right thing. He's always in the right spot. He always settles us down. Livingston picking up the foul there, but you want to use Iguodala all the time, but you got to manage him throughout the season so he's ready to win the NBA Finals MVP as he did a year ago.
It's interesting, both of them in the open court, a lot of times I would think that they would try to take advantage and not force it, but just knowing you're going to get a foul. But they kind of slow it up a little bit, even when an opening is there, and they look for other people. And it just helps the club all around.
Luke Walton, Ron Adams, and Jarron Collins, and the collective with Steve Kerr not on the sidelines, everybody having input. And you still talk to Steve every day, and of course, talk about matchups and kind of skeleton lineups and minute rotations.
Did that touch Rondo? Yes, it did.
Matt Bowen was right on it. So the shot clock at 11. Caspi, Willie Cauley-Stein with Bellinelli, Caron Butler, and Rajon Rondo.
But they miss Cousins, and they miss Darren Collison, who had a career year last year at 16 points a game, despite only playing half the games at injury. But Collison's a very, very good basketball player.
Barbosa missing the 3. Rondo is going to penetrate, so.
And the big man rolls and comes in to the picture every time because he knows he'll deliver. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight. Curry's got 1 right now.
Barbosa.
There's a little bit of pride that you get instilled into a player who comes off the bench. You know, they want to make things happen, change things. We talked about that with Barbosa. He's a game changer with his energy and his ability to drive to the basket. And here goes Rondo again.
Luke Walton is right in front of us. He's a little frustrated as Barbosa left his feet on a Rondo pump fake from 20 feet away. But Leandro makes up for it with a great steal. And Harrison Barnes will soar in.
Great hustle by Barbosa. And he didn't throw it back towards the Kings basket. he felt that someone would be breaking out, and he found Harrison at half court.
This becomes the Warriors' biggest lead right now. Whistle off the ball.
Cauley-Stein did not see Barbosa, and he just kind of snuck in there. Harrison gets the easiest one of the night.
And then they have the Falcon
Okay.
from the bench. Willie Cauley-Stein got the real splash of NBA experience there. These guys are way bigger, way quicker, way faster, and they clamped on you much more than anyone at the collegiate level.
And when you're out on the perimeter, some guards are going to be around. That's a flat shot by Butler.
Iguodala faked the pass and dropped in the jumper.
All in the flow of the game there. They're catching their rhythm.
We highlighted it from training camp on that how much Iguodala, Livingston, and Barbosa were so anxious to play with each other for another year. Andre said, oh no, I know these guys so much better. They know me.
Koufos with a steal on Barbosa.
How about that? Jason Thompson can't guard with the two hands. Be a foul.
Well, Bellinelli, who can get hot, so far 0 for 3 tonight.
Well, Marco got a nice free agent contract here, leaving San Antonio. They spent money on Koufos and Rondo and Bellinelli. Brought in Butler. Drafted Willie Cauley-Stein. Gaspy goes nowhere with those dribbles. I mean, he's a good catch and shoot player.
I agree.
But he's trying to take guys off the dribble from the wing, and that is not working out for the Kings.
Number 23 picked by the Kings back in 09.
8:49 remaining in the half. Low scoring, but the Warrior lead at 9. So the lead at 9 with 8:49 remaining in the first half on a Saturday night in Sacramento. The Warriors are holding the Kings to 27% shooting and then finding their own offensive engine a little bit, inching up at 36% shooting. And our Shamrock play of the week. And this was just the highlight reel for Festus Ezeli. Give it to the big man, let him dunk it down.
I've never seen him have so much open space.
And then block a shot, run the 94 feet, and dunk it down again. That's like the best 30 seconds he's ever played in his career. Last night, the Shamrock play of the week.
He was so free around the hoop. Warriors did a great job of pushing the ball. They played with such speed last night. And then under control as well.
Ben McLemore checking in. He started last year. And it started the early part of this season, but has fallen out of the rotation a bit.
Yes, he has. And last year, he played 34 minutes a game. He's now playing 19 minutes a game this year. McLemore, number 7 pick overall 3 years ago.
Harrison Barnes.
I like McLemore, but he's got to, you can't just rest on your laurels. You've got to improve every year.
Livingston,
take a look at Curry.
Livingston missed that 3. The whole bench watched Sean to hit a 3 because he's worked on it so much in training camp. He's 0 for 3 on the year, but trying to add that to his game. He had everybody in white standing up when he teed that one up. Mo Spates first action. Mo's best friend is Livingston. They move the ball beautifully together. Shot clock at 1. Harrison realized.
Pretty good scrambling defense by the Kings there, but the Warriors, when you catch the ball and you know they're under 3 seconds, you've got to take a look at the basket.
Iguodala, 2-on-1. Andre all the way in. If the defender never gets there, Jim, just keep on going.
This is a clinic if you want to know how to run a 2-on-1. If you want to teach youngsters and they're watching, just watch the first half of the Warriors 2-on-1.
Harrison Barnes, good defense. Barbosa.
We've had about 5 of them, and they've all been executed perfectly.
The points off turnovers are 15-0, favoring the Warriors.
There's your difference.
Sacramento's going to take time. Even when they don't shoot the ball from the perimeter, which is rare, the Warriors play that D, and they run it right down your throat. So 7:17 remaining in the first half. and the lead 11.
Welcome back to Sleep Train Arena. Warriors up 11 on the Kings. In tonight's Lexus Pursuit of Perfection, we celebrate a man who has firmly cemented himself in the DNA of the Warriors franchise. Today is the 79th birthday of Naismith Basketball Hall of Famer Al Attles. In 1960, he was selected by the Philadelphia Warriors, played 11 years pro, held different roles as head coach, GM, VP, and ambassador, and he was the head coach of that 1974-1975 championship Warriors squad. Happy birthday, Al.
I will say that also for Al Attles. 14 years as the Warriors coach. My coach for 3 of those years, and what a delightful gentleman, and he is a gentleman. By the way, you look at him today, he hasn't gained a pound. He looks terrific. And no one challenged and messed around with the Destroyer.
I tell you, one of the best people you meet in basketball, one of the best people you meet in life. Al Attles. And he'll be only upset with us that we put his actual age on there, because if you say, Jim, he looks terrific. McLemore from deep.
You know what Al Attles played like? A lot like Rajon Rondo. Penetration, dealt it off to Wilt and Nate Thurman. Pretty good combo to work with, isn't it?
Well, Al was there the night Wilt scored 100.
Yes, he was.
And Al was perfect in his own right.
He went 8 for 8 from the field, 1 for 1 from the line for 17.
That's still that's the greatest preamble story you could ever have. Let me tell you about the night Wilt and I combined for 117. Barbosa missing that three. What is going on with the Warriors on the perimeter? McLemore runs it back and dunks it down.
He's so athletic, and that was a pinpoint pass from Rondo.
A 42% three-point shooting team is 1 of 14. Steph had that knocked away, but right to Klay Thompson. Draw and kick. It's when the Warriors are at their best.
Well, Bob, Draymond Green 2, Stephen Curry 2, Thompson yet to score, and yet the Warriors still have a 9-point lead. All right, that's how good they are. This will count.
Rudy Gay, the field goal and the foul. Created that contact on the drive and able to flip it in.
Well, he's one of the few people with scoring tonight that can help the Kings stay in the game. With all the injuries they have, they're going to need a big night from Rudy Gay, and they need to get something off the bench from Bellinelli. And Ben McLemore, who's very capable, very, very capable, has got to take advantage of the opportunity. I think it's good. He started 4 games this year, so hasn't started 3. He needs a little bit of a wake-up call, what it takes to be one of the better players in this league.
Rudy Gay becomes the first player in double figures for either team. Iguodala's 9 pacing the Warriors.
They gave it to him.
Barbosa misses another 3. Gay shot it long, and Klay Thompson will send Barbosa on his way. Better pass to Draymond Green. How about that? The whip pass from Barbosa.
But he was looking for a cross-court pass the length of the court. They denied that because probably would have been a turnover. They were patient, but they knew what they wanted in the end.
Koufos and Rondo with Rudy Gay, Caspi and McLemore.
Caspi took a Curry 3.
Three-point shooting in the game is 2 of 21. Neither team hitting threes, and Festus will put it in and draw the foul. So Festus is Ely.
Thompson throws to Barbosa. Didn't go all the way down to Green. So that was a little skip to Malou right there. Beautiful play. Festus stayed with it there. Didn't rush it. Didn't have it slip out of his hands. Let's see if he can convert a free throw. 2 of 3 tonight. He'll take 67%.
I'd take 60%. 6 out of 10 for him would be fine.
Was your mother a teacher?
She was.
That's what I thought. She wouldn't take 60%. I just, on you, I guarantee you.
Put it this way, she didn't have to worry about it.
I was going to say. Hey, let me say it for you. I know you don't get into Notre Dame by scoring 60% on your test. I understand that.
Warrior lead at 11, equaling their largest. Rondo smothered. Great hand, Steph Curry. Here comes Iguodala in motion again. Trail three. It's just not there tonight for anyone in a white jersey. The only three made is Iguodala's. He's 1 for 1. The rest of the Warriors are 0 for 15 on threes.
It's hard to believe.
Harrison 0 for 3. Draymond 0 for 3. Klay 0 for 2. Steph 0 for 3. Barbosa 0 for 3. Livingston 0 for 1. Iguodala 1 for 1. McLemore, nice drive. Koufos, point blank range. They will never be more open than that. And another missed three. Warriors start hitting threes, the Kings are going to have a real problem.
I was going to say, we'll see if that changes. Rondo lets the congestion clear.
It's a good matchup. Rudy Gay on Draymond. And that's where offense can beat good defense.
Yes. Draymond was there. He can't do much about that.
Rudy Gay with a dozen.
He never let him get into the paint, but he still scored.
Draw and kick. And those are the threes that go down.
That's got to feel good. Finally to get one for Klay.
You always talk about shooters being able to step into a shot.
Yep.
You go in, the pass is back out to you in the pocket, and you're stepping into that three. So now Rudy Gay, even in a Memphis uniform, he had big nights against the Warriors. And Steph Curry is fouled. So 2:25 the mandatory. The Warrior lead at 8. And eventually the best shooting team in the league is going to find the range. Six games of 200 points, 30 assists, 30 rebounds. Only Jordan and Oscar Robertson have started that well. And so Steph is doing things statistically at a historic level. But in all deference to Michael and Oscar,
yes,
Steph's been a lot of fun to watch in those 6, shooting from everywhere.
Well, he's just a unique basketball player. Jordan a little more powerful, a little more demonstrative, if you will. But he's a lot like Oscar, but he just kind of did what he wanted and got to any spot that he wanted to on the floor. And beautiful passing from Oscar Robertson and Stephen Curry. They can find the open man, but believe me, great shooters, those other two. No one shoots like Steph Curry. No one has shot ever in his entire career like Stephen Curry is right now.
And the distance he's shooting some of these threes in the first 6 games have been ridiculous.
Oscar didn't have that kind of range. Jordan, when he first came in, did not have 3-point range. He worked on it an awful lot before it became natural to him.
So Steph, he is not connected on a 3. And he's working on the 3rd longest streak in NBA history with a 3 made in a game. Also has the road streak as well. Kyle Korver 127, then Dana Barros 89. Be 80 if Steph makes a 3 tonight. Lead is 8. Curry avoided the turnover there. And missing the 3. We check in with Roz.
In that last time out, I noticed Steph Curry changed his sneakers from red ones to other red ones, but there was some talk during the Clippers game he changed his sneakers. He said he had put on brand new ones and they weren't worn in enough yet, so he wanted to put different ones on, and he just changed them today as well.
That makes sense to me, Roz, because it's amazing to me that players can put on a brand new pair of shoes and wear them, and Michael Jordan did that every game from what I understand, most of his career. A brand new pair of sneakers.
Shot clock at 6. Rudy Gay was at the hot hand in the second. Klay knocked it away. Jordan also, Jim, would always have to give his sneakers away after the game.
Yes.
So he just got in the habit of it. And then got to like how the new sneakers felt every game.
Stephen Curry gives a lot of his shoes away as well.
Yep. Klay Thompson ran to the line and dropped in the 3 there.
I keep telling Stephen that he and I wear the same size. To no avail.
You want some Under Armours? You want some Curry 2s?
He actually, I got a pair this summer at one of the camps.
We can make that happen. McLemore trying to find Koufos and threw it away.
The turnovers have killed the Kings here tonight.
15 Kings miscues.
15 in the first half already. When you're underhanded like this and you're exposing everybody because your best player is not playing, DeMarcus Cousins, Darren Collinson's not playing, you got to play a perfect game everywhere else.
Are you saying 33% shooting with 15 turnovers?
It's not going to hack it.
Not going to cut it.
Nope.
Points off turnovers, 18-0, favoring the Warriors, who are not shooting well in their own right, but they've only committed 6 turnovers. Curry was fouled.
And the Kings have not converted any points off those turnovers. But right now, this starting unit needs a little spark. I mean, we know that Stephen Curry's not that demonstrative, but tonight he's very subdued, very, very quiet on the floor, and his body language is.
He just missed a free throw, only his 4th miss of the season. Warriors excited to introduce a premier line of championship jewelry, men's and women's rings, trophy earrings, a variety of necklaces, and logo embossed cufflinks. Warriors.com and get your own set of championship jewelry.
One of the few times the Warriors don't come to Sacramento the night before the game. Now the players had the option. Some wanted to come last night, they could, and there was a bust today. They usually come in the night before on a day off, but like you said, both teams playing last night. So I don't know who came last night, who stayed and came today.
Bellinelli for 3.
They told him to get aggressive. He sat on the bench. He wasn't looking for a shot. He got the message there. They're going to say, we need you tonight. We need you every night, but we need you tonight especially.
10-second game shot clock difference. Warriors can't freeze it out. Steph went up and down. Rondo's playing pretty decent defense.
Well, Steph is off his game. You can be superhuman, but you can't be superhuman for 82 games. But there's another half tonight, and he may just change things in that second half. And I talked about pride before the game. He may find another gear.
So the Kings will play for 1. It's a 1-4 set with Rondo looking to penetrate. Bellinelli hit 1 3 and fouled shooting this one. And that'll be 3 free throws.
That one darn near went in. Just a dribble handoff by an old guard that knows how effective that can be. That was in and out. Klay got a little too tight.
Marco Bellinelli, former Warrior draft pick.
Number 18.
Kind of resurrected his career in Chicago.
Yes.
After bouncing around a little bit with Toronto and others. But
didn't hurt him in San Antonio, did it?
No. Good play in the Bulls. Got him a deal in San Antonio. Played very well for the Spurs and then signing here with the Kings.
He makes these. He scores 5 points in about 40 seconds.
They're looking for Marco to get closer to his career numbers. He's struggled shooting in the early part of the season. So he hits all the free throws. Final 3 seconds. Steph Curry to Barnes to beat the buzzer. And that will do it. So pretty ugly shooting. Very good defense. Took advantage of the points off turnovers. And the Warriors with an 8-point lead. The Kings happy to be in a single-digit situation, but I don't know the Warriors are going to go 3 of 22 on threes in the second half. Andre Iguodala, excellent off the bench as usual, 9 points and 3 assists. And he was the key to kind of getting the Warriors going, and he's alongside Roz.
Andre, it was a bit of a cold start, but the defense was still there. Why are you guys able to depend on that?
Well, we know when we have struggles offensively, our defense to get us back in our rhythm. It did, but we gave up 6 points in the last 40 seconds, so that hurt us a little bit, but we got to come back out strong in the third quarter.
And on a back-to-back, sometimes things can feel sluggish. How do you fight through that?
Well, you got to be mentally tough. You know, you got to try to will yourself to it, and that's where our depth comes into play. You know, we try to use our bench. Jason Thompson came in early today. He was ready to go, made some good plays for us, and both teams on a back-to-back, so no excuses.
All right, thanks, Andre. Good luck.
Thanks.
Andre
Guys.
said it, the mental side of playing the back-to-back, but an ugly shooting half for the Warriors, particularly from distance. 8-point lead at the half. Jim Kozimor, Gary St. Jean, and Kalena Azubuike. Warrior Halftime Live presented by Jack in the Box. Coming up next.
Basketball on CSN Bay Area is brought to you by City National Bank, the official bank of the Golden State Warriors. By Toyota, the full-line automaker with the longest-lasting vehicles in America. Toyota, let's go places. By Jeep, come in for a great deal at the Jeep Black Friday Blockbuster sales event. By Xfinity, home of the most live sports. And by Honda. Start something special with a great deal on a Honda. Now at your Honda dealer.
Get ready to start the second half in Sacramento. Bob Fitzgerald, Jim Barnett, Roz Gold on Wood A with you. And there are no Warriors in double figures. And only one in the game, and that is Rudy Gay. Has some very ugly shooting all the way around for both teams.
Here's an anomaly. Stephen Curry is the lowest scorer among the starters. The leading scorer in the league at 35.5 points a game. It won't last long. I don't know whether he's under the weather or not, but there's his body language, just as I said, a little subdued.
Well, the Warriors turn it over coming out of halftime. Festus Ezeli, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes, with Stephen Clay, and Koufos making it a 6-point game. Iguodala talked to Roz and said, hey, we're up 14. Gave up the last 6 points of the first half. And the Kings are thinking they've won one game all year.
Right.
And just hang around and maybe steal one. That's the Warriors on the ultimate off night. Clay with the flyby.
Just can't find the bottom, although Clay's 2 of 6 from threes. By far the best.
James Anderson with Rondo. Koufos, back-to-back buckets, along with Rudy Gay and Quincy Acey.
Well, it's going to be Koufos and Gay if this unit stays on the floor for their scoring. The penetration by Rondo, he'll pick up the assist.
Clay with the pump fake. Festus dropped the ball.
It just didn't catch it.
Koufos, 3 straight baskets. And Luke Walton's going to use the timeout. Halftime didn't help the Warriors at all. Gave up the last 6 right before the half. And give up the first 6 to start the second half. And you rarely say this, but the Warriors are playing very poor offensive basketball. All right, Henry. Warriors use that timeout, went immediately to the small lineup. Ezeli out, Iguodala in, Draymond slides to center.
See if they can pick up the pace and get a little more scoring opportunities.
And Draymond right on cue, finding Harrison Barnes. And it's plays like that that shows you do not need to settle for threes against the Kings.
This is what we chronicled before the game, showing you all those plays that the Warriors run. When you get a double team, they find the open man, you get dunks.
And there's the turnover, Iguodala. And we check in with Roz.
Luke Walton was trying to fire up the team. He told them, let's go, let's pick it up. We're not playing with energy, and now we're not playing with energy and we're not hitting shots. Come on.
Yeah, that's a bad combo. The not hitting shots, but they still play great D and ran off Kings' mistakes, but the not hitting shots and not playing with energy, you're in trouble. Steph Curry, that's a deep 2. That is not a 3. So we're halfway through the game, and the 79 games with a 3 streak is on the line. Third longest in NBA history. Curry knocked that away. It'll still be Kings ball. Think about that streak, Jim. Is Kyle Korver 127 games with
Amazing.
a three?
Yes.
That's understandable. Dana Barros, 89.
Yeah,
Not Reggie Miller, not Ray Allen. Dana Barros, 89 games with a made three.
How about the little guy Michael played in
Michael Adams.
Michael Adams. He had a big streak. Played in Denver,
had
Washington.
the shot put three. And that's a carry by Anderson. I mean, you hit on it. Anderson's in for D. AC was playing early for D.
Yep.
Now George Karl says, wait a minute, I'm going to put Bellinelli in and try to get some shooting for us.
Yeah, the game's close with those players, but they've got to get over the hump offensively. The Warriors are still winning the game.
Rondo playing pretty good defense. Draymond moving it. Harrison Barnes open three. For Harrison, a very rugged night.
Well, he was backing up on the shot. He was backing up to get to the three-point line.
Anderson running in for the layup. Steph had it knocked away, but smartly batted it to Draymond Green. Iguodala will get Harrison Barnes to the line.
Showed a little bit of life there. Overall, the big play. Gave it up before trouble came. Did Andre. Harrison just steps into that open spot. That was a lot of ball, but that's a hard foul. You come down on the wrist or on the thumb.
Be sure to check out Warriors.com for the championship merchandise. Presented by Adidas, the largest inventory of all kinds of t-shirts, caps, and championship gear. Harrison splitting free throws.
Rare for him to do that this year. He's been good from the line.
Rondo jumper. And the Kings are in this game. I mean, just flat out. They thought without Cousins and banged up as Draymond traveled, Warriors have been rolling everybody. And yet, here's Sacramento looking for one of the bigger upsets you'd see in the early part of the season.
I'm trying to think, didn't Ron Adams in Boston help Rondo with that jump shot?
I think Ron Adams helps you in everything that you do in basketball. Whether it's shooting or defending or understanding the game. This individual worked with so many players in OKC and Chicago and Boston.
He worked relentlessly with James Harden as Gay scores with James Harden his rookie year. He was the man.
Steph, the teardrop.
Okay, we saw a little more activity there. Holding on to the dribble. He knew the reach was coming. He put it in front real quickly. Defender can't recover. He just showed a lot more life on that sequence. He feels the reach from behind by Rondo. Goes ahead with it. Didn't have a chance to poke it away. And he got that little floater.
The Kings 6 of 6 here in the third. So the Warriors have to force a miss. Make it 7 of 7.
Just the mistake of having someone cut from weak side straight to the ball to get a direct pass, and you trail the play.
Curry missing on the three. Sacramento looking for the lead. And Rondo for three. Iguodala. What block by Anderson. Sent Harrison Barnes away. Bellinelli from deep. Well, whenever the Warriors want to wake up, it'd be a good time to do it. Two Kings run.
Rondo stepped inside, did a good job defensively.
Draymond will get the jump ball as he hit the deck.
Previous play, pretty good time for a pump fake. And then Bellinelli knocks this down. Gives them the lead by 2. I love that play they just ran. Harrison screens for Steph Curry, and then he slips inside. He got the ball from Iguodala. It just was a blind wraparound pass, thinking that Draymond Green would be open, but Rondo stayed home and stepped into the play.
Where does Draymond want to tip this ball, Jim?
Well, first of all, he's thinking, all right, I've got to win this tip. Let's see how they block off here. Looks like it'll go. They haven't really got an advantage yet. Well, it's going to go between Iguodala and Curry, you'd think. Here.
And Clay the 3, and it worked out perfectly.
And the Warriors retake the lead.
We'd only had 3 lead changes in the game. 2 of the last 3 just came about. Rudy Gay from deep. Hoofus with a fresh 24. Bellinelli one more time. And here come the Warriors. Steph Curry went right around Rondo. Got shoved in the back. Still laid it in. That should have been an and 1.
I concur.
Rondo missing there.
Push, push, push.
Now Curry to the line. And Draymond Green tipping. What an effort by Draymond. Curry on the reload. Can't buy one.
He just can't find it.
Iguodala with the rebound. And smartly knocking it off Bellinelli's leg. We've seen Steph the last 2 games make 7 threes, make 8 threes.
He just can't find his touch tonight because they aren't even close.
Tonight he's 0 for 7.
And that's not a criticism. I mean, he can't be superhuman every night.
Nice inbounds. And Klay Thompson laying it in.
You fake like you're going to come around the screen and come to the ball. Instead, you go back and you make a direct cut to the basket and to the ball. Beautifully done.
Draymond switched out on Bellinelli. Rondo down the lane, unable to finish. So 7 straight for the Warriors. Klay trying to make it 10. Iguodala's doing it again. Drawing the foul on that rebound.
Let's take a look at that last inbounds play. You're going to see Klay, they think he's going to come around a Harrison Barnes screen. Instead, he directly steps to the basket and he fools Anderson.
Sean Livingston will check in. Ben McLemore will check in. Omri Caspi as well. So McLemore, Bellinelli, Caspi with Anderson and Rudy Gay. And Draymond down the lane. There's no Kings center. And the Warriors recognized it right away.
They set that screen for Curry. 2-man jump. He's a great decoy in that situation, and Draymond gets the dunk.
George Karl says, all right, we'll go super small. Rudy Gay will be my center. He's not used for protecting the rim, and the Warriors take full advantage. Draymond down the lane, and the lead back to 7.
Crane Arena, the Warriors are up 7 on the Kings. In tonight's Forward Right choice, we give a salute to Sleep Train Arena, as this will be the last season that the Sacramento Kings play here. A new arena is being built in downtown Sacramento. It's newly named the Golden One Center, and it's expected to open in October of 2016 to the Kings, to concerts, to other events. I spoke with some of the people in management here, and they said a point of pride for the organization is that their fans have their fingerprints all over the new building by way of focus groups and surveys. Their input was considered in the designing of the new arena. Guys?
Well, keeping the Kings in Sacramento and then the new arena, I mean, it's just great for this rivalry and great for the NBA. And a couple years later, you have the Warriors' new arena, and a couple California teams will be playing in special buildings. Omri Caspi flying in, grab the rebound, and Rudy Gay for 3. So Curry, Livingston, Draymond Green, Iguodala, and Klay Thompson. And Steph down the lane and putting it in. The field goal and the foul.
He may be missing his threes, but he's coming to life here in this quarter. This is a nice little flip shot. Change of direction, change of dribble, change of speed. Shooting it on the way up. So you don't have to jump above the rim to score in this league when you've got that kind of skill and touch.
So 3 points in the first half, but Steph already 9 in the quarter. And a 12-0 Warrior run. Did you notice things got better when Iguodala got in the game? It always happens that way. Caspi from deep. Steph will track it down.
I'm just wondering, can Caspi do anything other than catch and launch a three?
Draymond Green will be called for an offensive foul, setting a screen. And Luke Walton is getting a little agitated. It started with Curry getting shoved in the back on a layup by Rondo. He spent the timeout talking to John Goble, and then he did not appreciate that call at all. The Kings had moved up 5, and the Warriors have come back to take the 10-point lead. Curry with a steal. Foot race in on Rondo again to lay it up and in.
He just swiped it from Ben McLemore. And Ben McLemore is quick, but not on that play.
Hey, Thompson, great defense there.
They're giving Rondo that shot.
Nice pass. Shot clock at 5. McLemore traveled.
Curry had the steal anyway. He just struck quickly. Stephen Curry. He's averaging almost 2.5 steals a night this year.
This is going to be a tee on the Warriors for delay of game, their second of the game. As apparently Steph went to the other end with the steal. So
Heaven forbid. Gee. Oh my.
A big rebound in the sky evened that up because the Kings missed the free throw.
McLemore, 78% this year. He's a career 86% free throw shooter.
So a 12-point lead in the ball. Warriors led by 8 at the half. Kings came back to retake the lead. That one thrown away.
You wonder how that happens. You get inside, it's like a quarterback. You may be in the pocket, but there are big people and large hands all around, okay? It's tough to get the right angle all the time. And with that kind of quickness.
Nelly weaving through the lane. And Caspi hits a 3.
You have to locate him because that's all he can do.
Livingston, what a clever finish. Now you see him, now you don't.
Well, he lost Bellinelli, and then he just nailed Cauley Stein to the floor.
And it was the feed from Iguodala again.
He's good around the hoop.
Going to Cauley Stein. Bellinelli called for the travel.
So Sean goes this way, comes back with a little reverse, and the left hand. Stein never left his feet. Or his feet never left the ground anyway.
Draymond on the kick out. Iguodala's been nice tonight.
He likes that corner, doesn't he?
12 for Andre, 5 of 5 shooting.
Now, I haven't seen the analytics, but I believe he favors that right corner.
Nelly from deep. Marco's got 12 off the bench.
He doesn't have to get set to shoot that 3. He just catches it above his head, launches.
Bellinelli with a steal. Kings have numbers. And pretty passing results in the layup.
Well, George Karl wants chemistry with that club. Plays like that will do it.
And Steph just had his pocket picked. The Warriors committed 7 turnovers the whole first half. They have 7 in 11 minutes here in the third. Bellinelli again.
You've got to find that young man.
Caspi hits another three.
I mean, we know that's what he does.
So the final minute of the third had rebuilt a double-digit lead, but now back to 6. And another steal and another turnover. And a foul as Bellinelli went inside. Steph Curry picks up the foul. That will put Bellinelli on the line.
Free throw line for the Kings, number 3, Marco Bellinelli.
Dropping in the free throw. The Warriors season ticket priority list, 17,500 right now. You sign up, get priority access to season tickets when they become available, and exclusive ticket pre-sale opportunities at 888-GSW-HOOP with representatives ready to help you right now. Near turnover again in the backcourt. 4-point game. Steph Curry still can't find a three. Barbosa with a rebound. He can play for one here. Shot clock off. Kings have ripped off 10 straight. And the Warriors end the quarter with the final bucket.
Oh, it's dangerous. Caspi was there, but Draymond more aggressive.
Iguodala missing there, and that will do it for the third. So do the Warriors remain undefeated? A very rugged Saturday night. A very scrappy Kings squad. As the 6-0 start end in Sacramento, the final 12 minutes will tell the tale, leading by 4 heading into the fourth. Our Toyota game summary with the Sacramento Kings only 1 win on the season, but bidding for a major upset. Outscoring the Warriors in that third quarter and making it a 4-point game as we head into the fourth.
Well, they've gotten better each quarter, haven't they? Scoring 14, 24, and now 30 in the third.
We keep looking up, in my mind, the biggest number on the Warriors stat sheet is 5 of 30 on threes. For a team that shoots 42% from distance. And many have been wide open looks. Steph Curry is 0 for 8 on threes. He's the best three-point shooter in the league. So there's something changed in this final fourth quarter as Caspi scoring off the inbound.
And here's them outside. Now he takes a little cut to the basket. A nifty up and under.
So Livingston, Iguodala, and Barbosa, Harrison Barnes, and Ezeli. Bellinelli, McLemore, Rondo, Willie Cauley-Stein, and Omri Caspi. Harrison Barnes. It's a big basket there. He'd only been 3 of 12.
Well, the Kings have hit 14 of the last 22 shots. And by the way, including 4 threes in that third quarter.
Willie Cauley-Stein threw that very strongly off iron. Wanted Ezeli on the box, couldn't get it to him. Harrison on the post up, and he's fouled. So Caspi will pick up his third.
The starters are 3 of 24 from three-point range.
I mean, it's
The starters.
it has been very rugged. Barbosa off iron and tipping. What energy and effort to get another possession. Sean Livingston, the mid-range.
It's a very confident shot. You feel very good when he's around the free throw line and in going up with the shot.
And Livingston, Iguodala are 8 of 11 shooting. And they have saved the Warriors tonight. Rondo misfiring. Able to sneak in for the rebound.
Well, Cauley Stein kept it alive. They didn't block him off.
Harrison Barnes has the size advantage. And the step back mid-range. In and out. Here comes Rondo again. Bellinelli. And there's two veterans working very nicely together.
Sean Livingston does not get beaten backdoor very often. I mean, very, very rare for him. Got caught looking at the ball. Lost his man.
Bosa cycling. That's the corner that Iguodala likes. Festus rebounding that miss. Leandro 3. And Ezeli again. And Festus Ezeli to the line, and he kind of cleared out going for that rebound.
He's a lot bigger, stronger than Willie Cauley Stein. I was afraid they were going to call an offensive foul on the play here.
So Festus, all that extra work. And dropping in the free throw. So Iguodala, they've had to ride him extensively tonight. 28 minutes, 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists as Andre sits. Festus knocks them both down.
4 or 5 tonight, and they may need all of those.
He's got 10 points and 9 boards.
Good for him. 4 straight double-digit scoring games. And you know he gives it to you defensively. That's a given.
Rondo, the maestro. Rajon Rondo is turning the clock back tonight. He's got 8 points, 10 boards, 13 assists.
He's getting to the lane much too often with regularity, and that puts pressure on Ezeli.
Festus had deep position, but just the ball squirted out of his hand.
Just rushed it a little.
Rudy Gay missing short. They got clock at 7. They had Ezeli on Bellinelli. Harrison Barnes to beat the buzzer. He's not there tonight for Harrison. Rondo. They've been the man of the hour. Look at him get it again. Ezeli brought it down. And the Warriors somehow still come up with a stop. There's a foul on the play. And Harrison Barnes will pick up the personal. So 7:51 left in the game. And the Warriors just trying to survive. Part of NBA history. Klay Thompson against these Kings. 37 points in the third quarter, January 23rd, a year ago. 9 of 9 on threes. He did it in about 9 minutes and 20 seconds. And when you own a scoring record that Wilt Chamberlain or Michael Jordan does not have, that is saying something. And that was one of the most remarkable quarters of basketball we had ever witnessed.
Didn't miss a shot. The 9 threes that he made. He even made another 3 that didn't count because it was after the whistle was blown. He threw it up anyway. It went in. He scored, Bob. I believe I have this correct. He scored 19 points in the last 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
Wow.
Maybe 9. 19 points in under 4.5 minutes.
What I remember and take away from that night, too, you had Hall of Famer Reggie Jackson there, Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott, Hall of Famer Jerry West, Hall of Famer Chris Mullin, and they just became all fans.
Yeah.
And all those athletic accomplishments, they were blown away by what that quarter of basketball represented.
So was the guy you were working with that night.
Oh,
I took the headset off.
I know you did.
You just go ahead and call it. I want to watch.
Rudy Gay misfiring. This is a key time in the game for
Yes,
the
it
Warriors.
is.
They have played this flat-out ugly basketball. There's just no other way to say it.
Well, since the half, the Kings have made 16 of 31 shots, including 4 of 10. That last miss, they'll make it 16 of 32. And the Warriors, 2 of 11 from 3 since the half. And the turnovers just continue.
The turnovers, the missed threes, the poor shooting. It's just been very odd.
Well, so far it's been a nightmare. This is a bad dream without DeMarcus Cousins, without Darren Collison.
And then fouling jump shooters. They had fouled Bellinelli shooting a 3, now fouling him shooting a 2. And the Kings can tie the game. The Warriors had a game like this at the Lakers a year ago. And that was one where it was just a collective clunker. And the Lakers ended up with the win. Warriors didn't have any other games like that the whole rest of the season. Tonight's got that feel. Warriors wanted you to help on Monday. The Pistons come to town, send holiday care packages to the Bay Area troops serving overseas. You can bring monetary donations to the game. And Warriors.com, all the information, but that is Monday when the Pistons come to town. And the Hoops for Troops. Be as generous as you can be.
Bellinelli 1 out of 2. Still a 1-point game. Kings in the balance here.
Klay Thompson out of the corner. You have to say it to believe it. The Warriors are 5 of 34 on threes. Ooh. 5 of 34. Rondo for the lead. For the Kings, looking for the biggest early upset of the NBA season. Ezeli couldn't get it over iron. It's still Warrior ball. And Iguodala coming back in to try to save the day.
Well, we saw Ezeli last night, and he had a lot of free range, a lot of open space, and he can do a lot of damage. But when that area in the painted key collapses and it gets congested, he has trouble. And he gets in trouble putting the ball on the floor. Talk about trouble. What do they call it here?
That'll be another Warrior turnover.
Did Steph step backwards and go out of bounds?
That's the ruling. So 11 second half turnovers. Kings with a 1-point lead in the ball midway through the fourth. And Rudy Gay, this return to favor. Dribbled it off his foot. Will Curry make a 3 and keep the streak alive? Will the Warriors come away with a win and stay undefeated? Kings are stopping them in every fashion possible.
That's
Rebound Draymond Green, and then he's fouled.
Well, George Karl knew in order for this club and knows that they've got to play better defense. Well, he's getting it from those players tonight. He's getting it in a big way.
So 5:49 left, and the Kings up 1. This one with 5:49 remaining. Our Metro PCS Unlimited performance. The next 3 opponents, Andre Drummond has been rolling. He brings Detroit in on Monday night. Warriors go on the road to take on Memphis and Minnesota. They've beaten the Grizzlies by 50. And we get a look at Karl Anthony Towns, the #1 pick overall.
He can play. He can play. I like him. But the Warriors, Bob, tonight, so many things, but the most important thing right now in this quarter, they're down 1. They haven't scored in over 2 minutes.
They have 6 points here in the fourth quarter.
6 points in a little over 6 minutes.
It's a team that scored 74 in the first half last night. Steph Curry, there's the three! His first of the night, 80 games in a row with a made three, and more importantly, the lead.
I will say this, the Kings are playing more confidently in this quarter. You got to give them credit. Yeah, the Warriors have been flat, missed a lot of shots, good shots even, but the Kings keep battling.
I think the Kings' effort's been terrific.
It has. They are really giving it, they believe they can win.
Rondo for three. High rebound. And Draymond just wanted it more. And they play 5 clean minutes here. Ooh. That's a good start. Draymond Green, the rebound, the assist, and the layup by Klay Thompson.
Rondo and Bellinelli jump at Curry, and Klay Thompson slipped to the hoop.
Rudy Gay clears some space. And the rebound, Curry. Steph to the running Harrison Barnes. Missed the layup.
Iguodala right there, though.
Draymond thought about it, but nobody's been making threes.
Couldn't he drive around this guy? The middle was open. Rondo's hanging on Curry's jersey.
Klay Thompson missing the corner three.
That would have gone a big way. Would have given the 7-point lead.
Force feeding Rudy Gay inside. Four-minute ball game. Draymond to the cutting Iguodala. Better look in the corner. Barnes for three. Draymond Green again. And he was fouled on the pass.
Harrison Barnes will never get a better look than that.
Harrison is 0 for 7 on threes and 4 of 17 in the game. 22 to shoot. Iguodala, Draymond, Steph, Klay, and Harrison Barnes. Draymond Green to Iguodala. Beautiful ball movement and a finish. Where would they be without Iguodala and Draymond right now?
Look at the focus of Iguodala. Started to switch, knew they got recovered there.
Rudy Gay missing it. Draymond, he's doing it all right now.
He is. He's grabbing every rebound. If he squeezed that in there.
Harrison to the line.
That was a very, very difficult pass. And a little, rather chancy. Beautiful inside. Draymond Green, alert, observant, and he delivers.
I think as the Warriors will play the Kings 3 more times, I will be surprised if they launch 37 threes against Sacramento. Because it's passing like that, Jim.
Yes.
That you can get what you want against this team. And all the Warriors want is to escape with a win. Up 6 with 3 minutes left. A 9-2 run coming out of the timeout. They cycle it to Caspi. Kings move the ball nicely. And a foul on the three. Klay Thompson has fouled Bellinelli 3 times shooting a jump shot tonight.
Well, Bellinelli kicks out his leg. Difficult to avoid him, and Klay's very frustrated.
It's going to be 3 free throws with 2:46 left. Warrior lead is 6. Bellinelli will shoot 3 free throws with 2:46 remaining.
Well, Bob,
Steph Curry had been bottled up, but the Rams shot of the game was the beautiful flip and floater. The Rams shot of the game. Part of Seth's 17-point night.
Warriors didn't score for over 2 minutes. They've gotten 9 points in the last 3 minutes. They were on a 9-2 run until these free throws come.
Well, Bellinelli's had an amazing night because he's going to shoot 10 free throws, and 8 of them are being fouled on jump shots. That does not happen very often. Fouled twice on threes, once on a deep 2. Those are the 3 of the 4 fouls that Klay has.
He started 0 for 3 tonight. Since that time, he's made 3 threes. He's been 4 of 6 from the floor, and these free throws just keep adding up.
The leading scorer in the game, Marco Bellinelli.
9 to 10 free throws.
And 20 in the game, and we've got a 3-point ball game. Trying to get Steph off the ball here. Rondo's right with him. That ball kicked. Draymond got it back, fights his way into the bucket. What a play, Draymond Green.
What a gutsy play. I'm telling you, he is so determined. He just wills himself to make the play.
Rudy Gay, total isolation. Draymond forces the fadeaway, and Barnes with the rebound, and he was fouled. It's a trite phrase that's used a lot in sports. He wouldn't let them lose. That's what Draymond Green is doing.
Yep.
I'll guard Rudy Gay. I'll get the rebound. I'll get the basket. I'll make the assist. Draymond is doing everything.
Well, Rudy got that shot off. He's separated, but he had to jump so far backwards he didn't have enough oomph on the ball to get it up and over the rim. That's because belly to belly, I would say belly to back, was Draymond Green on him.
But Draymond, whether it's Koufos, whether it's Rudy Gay, whether it's Rondo, it's just a marvel to watch him defensively. Great job by Harrison Barnes from the line. Has not made anything tonight, but from the line, 5 of 6. And so 7-point lead inside 2 minutes. Bellinelli again.
And Klay didn't hold back.
Nope.
He was right in his belt loop there.
So now you're playing the clock and the Kings. And they execute the final 100 seconds. Klay Thompson 3, and there it is! The line had been so unkind, but now double digits as Klay Thompson rails the triple, and the Kings have to take time.
Curry on one side, Thompson on the other. They choose Thompson, and he delivers. It doesn't take him long to get his feet set.
And this is what really good teams do. You're not playing your best basketball. You're on the road. You're letting a game slip away until your really good players decide, now we want to stay undefeated.
Well, they're making the plays. A lot of turnovers tonight, and I've said last night even, it's when you don't play your best and you still win a basketball game, sign of a good team. You're going to have nights like this. It's just a blessing that you don't come up with a loss. Right now, they've got a comfortable lead, double digits once again.
And the most impressive thing with the Warriors is when they're not shooting well, they still grind it out defensively. You didn't see a lapse in defensive effort really at all tonight.
Not at all. And you talk about Draymond Green, big plays down the stretch here defensively, rebounding, and also defending. And that kind of energy carries over to the other players.
Yeah, and you credit the Kings for the effort they have given. Bellinelli's been terrific. Rondo has run things. Rudy Gay, in the absence of Cousins, has been a place to go to score. So Sacramento has given all they have, but the Warriors have limited the Kings to 16 fourth-quarter points and had just enough offense to take the lead and push it to 10 with 1:38 remaining.
Well, they've out-rebounded the Kings in this quarter, 14-6. The Kings had the lead in rebounding, but the Warriors have changed the tide there.
Coase and Kalena and Saint Getting ready to talk about it on a post-game live.
Draymond has 7 fourth quarter rebounds.
Clay moving his feet. Bellinelli knocking in the jumper. 22 off the bench for Marco Bellinelli. Kings start to scramble. Warriors using clock, but like to keep scoring here. Draymond on Koufos. And the Kings get a stop. The early feed to Rudy Gay.
Not over yet.
He created separation, pushed Steph away, and then was able to finish the lob. 2-possession ball game. And they double Curry.
They're spreading the floor.
Iguodala. Better look to Curry in the corner, and there's the three.
And he's made them when they counted in this quarter.
Steph with a 20-point night. It did not come easy. Rudy Gay right to the rim. Rudy Gay with 22 of his own. Curry using clock here and knocked down after he passed the ball. Warriors shoot 41% as a team. Kings 42%. Down in the fourth quarter. The Warriors just showed a little grit and grind of their own. Don't forget mini replica trophy night. That'll be when the Bulls come to town. Brought to you by Mountain Dew, Friday, November 20th. First 10,000 fans, your replica Larry O'Brien trophy. And Steph hitting both free throws. There are no 9-point plays in basketball. So you're playing the clock here with the best free thrower in the league. And Rondo running over Steph Curry. Been quite the battle at the point guard spot. Rajon Rondo with a triple-double tonight. 12 points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds in 45 minutes. Rondo is giving George Karl all he would want as far as running the club.
Well, he can fill up a stat sheet.
Defensively, he's harassed Steph pretty nicely tonight, too. For whatever reason, Curry was off.
He's been on him. Well, evidently he's found a home here. He likes it. Got the 1-year deal. Bill Duffy, his agent, talking with him, said he's going to bring this team together. He's going to be someone who shows great leadership. So he works well with George Karl. George Karl has a way of working with people who sometimes can't work with other people. He did that with Gary Payton, Sean Kemp in Seattle.
Rondo laying it in. Draymond was fouled. The other thing with George Karl is he's a great point guard coach. Whether it be Ty Lawson, you mentioned Gary Payton, who get the best out of Rondo. His offensive system is very scoring friendly, as we've highlighted. The Kings that moved into the top 10 in field goal shooting, three-point shooting, and scoring.
I don't know how true or how much of it was true about did he really want to trade DeMarcus Cousins. But they signed Koufos, a center. They drafted Willie Cauley-Stein, a center. I don't know how that made DeMarcus Cousins feel. But I like George's comments. He said, we'll sit around and we'll yell at each other a little bit and settle all out, and the chemistry will work. So but the Warriors get a win.
The steal, and that will do it. The Warriors continue the best start in West Coast franchise history. They moved to 7-0, remain the only undefeated team in the NBA. The Kings dropped to 1-6, and you'd have to say it was an off night, except that 6 Warriors scored in double figures. And so they had very balanced scoring and did just enough in that fourth quarter It's 6 points through the first 6 minutes of the fourth, and then really started to fill it up. And Klay Thompson is alongside Roz.
Clay, tonight's win was kind of an ugly win. How can there be good things that come out of that?
We can't shoot great every night. And, you know, you can take something from every loss and win. And tonight, and, you know, we gritted it out. It's going to be ugly games like this, but as long as you can come away with the W, it's all that matters.
And when the three ball wasn't going down for most of the game, what did you depend on?
Moving the ball and just keep shooting threes. Honestly, we had great looks. I was missing some wide open threes, and eventually it's going to go down, and they went down when it mattered most. So just got to stick with it. You can't let those shots deflate you. It's one thing if you take it to contested threes, but we were taking wide open ones. We just weren't making them.
How much does making threes excite this team?
Well, I mean, we got great three-point shooters. You know, personally myself, I haven't been shooting great these past 7 games, but that will change soon as long as you stick with it, keep up the confidence, and it goes for anybody on this team. We're going to go through times we don't shoot the ball as well as we should, but it's all going to even out. We got too many great players and too many guys that share the ball well, and we don't care against the individual numbers. We just want to win.
How does your shooting change? What are the types of shots you want to get?
I want to get great shots, you know, not settle for a good shot, but a great one within the offense. And just when I do that, hunt my shot, it's going to get other guys open. And yeah, I'm at my best. I'm not playing aggressive off screens, looking for each other, and looking for my shot as well.
All right, thanks, Clay. Congrats.
All right, thank you.
6 points in the first 6 minutes of the fourth.
Right.
25 points in the final 6 minutes of the fourth.
Klay Thompson got a 3 in the fourth quarter. Steph had 2, and they combined for 15 points in the fourth quarter. 15 of the Warriors' 31, those two.
It wasn't pretty, but it goes in the left side of the ledger. The Warriors win at 103-94. They're 7-0, and Warrior Postgame Live starts right now.